Dear viewers, Namaskar. Presenting you answers of Week 3, Assignment 3 of Knowledge Management course of SWAYAM or NPTEL. This video is going to be a little bit longer because I shall try to explain all these questions. If you wish to have just answers, you can go to the description of this video and click on the link for short video. Question number 1. The correct answer is option A. Knowledge codification refers to organizing and representing knowledge before it is accessed by authorized personnel. The organizing part is usually in the form of a decision tree or a decision table or a frame. Converting tacit knowledge to explicit knowledge in a usable form, converting undocumented to documented information, making corporate specific knowledge visible, accessible and usable for decision making, and thus the correct answer is option A, that is converting tacit knowledge to explicit knowledge in a usable form. Question number 2. The correct answer is option C, that is tacit to tacit. Tacit to explicit refers to externalization of knowledge. For simplification, tacit to explicit refers to from person to paper, that is knowledge. Tacit knowledge resides with people, and when it is documented or paperized, it's a called explicit knowledge, and thus it's an interaction between person to paper. Similar way, explicit to tacit refers to from paper to person, and thus it's interaction between paper to person only. Explicit to explicit refers to some kind of documented knowledge being value added and converted to another kind of documented knowledge, and that's the interaction between paper to paper. But tacit to tacit knowledge transfer takes place from people to people by observation or working in association, and thus it produces socialization. Question number 3. The correct answer is knowledge map. Knowledge map is a guiding functions, identify strength to exploit and missing knowledge gap to fill. Visual representation of knowledge, not a repository. It is a straightforward directory that points to people, documents and repositories. Direct people where to go when they need certain expertise. Recognize explicit and tacit knowledge captured in documents and in expert head. While the frame refers to a knowledge about a particular idea in one place. There is no such things like knowledge tree. Decision tree refers to a hierarchically arranged semantic network composed of nodes representing goals and links representing decisions or outcomes. And hence, for this question, the correct answer is knowledge map. Question number 4. The correct answer, as explained earlier, is frame. Question number 5. Case-based reasoning refers to a reasoning from relevant past cases in a manner similar to human use of past experience to arrive at conclusions. The goal of case-based reasoning is to bring up the most similar historical cases that match the current case. More time saving than rules-based systems requires rigorous initial planning of all possible variables, and thus the correct answer for case-based reasoning is option A. What do you understand by question number 6? The correct answer is C. Physical transfer of technology to organization operating unit. Checks the system behavior in a realistic environment is related to user acceptance testing, reasoning from relevant past cases like humans' use of past experience to arrive at conclusion, as explained earlier, is related to case-based reasoning, and similarly the option D is also related to case-based reasoning, and hence the correct answer for question number 6 is option C, that is physical transfer of technology to organizations operating units. Question number 7. Which of the following is not an attribute in logical reasoning? The attributes like circular, completeness, or correctness is related to a system, while the competency is an attribute related to a humans or people, and thus the correct answer is option D, that is competency. Question number 8. The knowledge that comes up if conditions succeed or fail is the correct explanation of which of the following testing errors? The correct answer is usable knowledge. Here I would like to define circular errors. Refers to be a contradictory in meaning or logic. That is, if something is presumed to be correct but actually it is incorrect, or something is presumed to be incorrect but actually it is correct, that is contradictory meaning, and this refers to circular error. Similarly, redundancy is related to different approaches to the same problem, or duplication of knowledge, or absolute something. And inconsistency means if the same input is given, different results comes out, and thus it's an inconsistency, and hence for question number 8 the correct answer is usable knowledge. Question number 9. The correct answer is knowledge transfer. Knowledge management is itself a superset where knowledge transfers is a subset of knowledge management. A deployment of knowledge system is also a subset of knowledge management. Organizational safety is not much related to deployment of knowledge systems, or similarly performance management is altogether a separate discipline, and hence the correct answer is knowledge transfer. Question number 10. Which of the following is a prerequisite for knowledge transfer in an organization? For this question, the correct answer would have been it takes change in culture, politics, and attitudes. But none of the option meets this requirement, and hence for me the correct answer appears to be option D, that is culture, structure, and attitudes. For the sake of transfer of knowledge, we cannot change the authority, so option A is eliminated. Similarly, option C is eliminated, and option B is ambiguous, and hence the correct answer appears to be D, that is for knowledge transfer to work it takes a change in culture, structure, and attitude. Question number 11. Dimension of values and belief. The correct answer is attitude. The above three options like authority, compensation and commitments is related to organization, but attitude is related to persons, and thus this is not a dimension of values and beliefs of a organization. Question number 12. User acceptance testing. The first step is select a person or a team for testing, then decide on user acceptance test criteria, then afterward it will be maintain a log on various versions of test and test results, and afterward from this option field testing. So the correct answer is option C. Question number 13. Knowledge integration alternatives. Question number 13, correct answer is option B, that is decision making flow integration when system matches the user's style of thinking. Option A is eliminated because knowledge developers cannot be neutral in the political arena if they are implementing a knowledge system. Implementation of knowledge system is going to change the decision making process, and thus it will affect the political arena of any organization, and thus the option A is eliminated. Similarly, question number option C is more related to deployment of knowledge systems, and so the option D is also related to deployment of KM systems, and thus the correct answer is option B. Question number 14. This question also appears ambiguous. For me, the correct option is option A, lack of trust in the process. Option D should also be correct, but we don't have choice, we have to choose one. Question 15. The correct answer is focus on project, not on person or personality. That is option D. Option A is eliminated because team meetings are usually brief and held regularly. Here not has been mentioned, so this option is eliminated. Whatever is discussed in the team is remain with the team, and hence option B is also eliminated. And option C is also eliminated because the focus of collaborative sequential knowledge transfer is project, not person, and thus the correct answer is option D.